What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the OutCraft server. We are here today feeding the cows up over here on this island. Did they get you? Yeah, okay. You want some too, little dude? Yeah, I suppose we could feed the babies a little bit. Let them grow up and be big and strong. Alright, guys, so the first thing we're going to do today is this new base needs a name. So I asked for some suggestions in the comments of the last video, and you guys delivered. So there was a bunch of good suggestions. I want to thank you all so much for leaving those suggestions in the comments. And the one we decided to go with, or I should say the one I decided to go with, was a suggestion by Ancient Bunny, and she her idea for the name of these islands is Gemini Islands, and hopefully I'm pronouncing it right the way you intended. I'm kind of bad at reading and stuff, but that's what it's going to be called. Either way, whether I pronounce it right or not, it's going to be Gemini Islands. I really like that idea. So I went ahead and changed my waypoints here. Let's see, I can turn these on and off so you can see we got Gemini Island 1 and Gemini Island 2. We're actually going to go back over to Gemini Island 1 here. I'm just going to turn these waypoints back off again so they're not in my way. Oh, there we go. And so we've been feeding up the pigs and we've been feeding up the cows over here. I had a little bit of bones. I was trying to bone meal some of these up and get these guys growing. Let's check the other backpack. Do I got any other bones? Oh, I got tons of bones. So yeah, I've just been trying to feed these guys up, or feed them so that they breed a little bit. So we can try to get a little bit of food and stuff like that going around on the islands here. Oops, because we're definitely going to need some food to survive on this stranded island. Oops, eventually we will definitely... Oh, you stupid pig. Why? He just did that earlier too. He comes down here and tried to... So like I was saying, we're eventually going to expand some of this stuff, make a little bit more automated type of farms. We should be able to do quite a bit of farming and that kind of stuff in this series. I want to do a lot of building, but we'll also do a lot of farming and other things, especially to get us resources like food and that kind of stuff. So should be pretty cool. Excited to get going with a lot of that stuff. The next thing I wanted to do before we get started with too much today is I wanted to say a massive thank you to Burger San for becoming my newest Patreon pledge and also becoming a member of the OutCraft server. So thank you so much, Burger. Really glad to have you on the server, and I really appreciate the support that you are bringing to the channel. So awesome. Thank you very much for that. And then the next thing we're going to do today is we're going to start working on our ship here. So in the last episode, I finished up laying out a very rough outline, which the more I look at this, the more ugly I'm realizing it seems. Kind of just like a goofy straight line there. I want it to be kind of, you know, curved like a big ship. So what we're going to do is first we got to go do some exploring and gather a metric butt ton of wood. And there's a lot of different woods. Let's just actually go into here and we'll go wood. Look at all the different kinds of wood there are in this pack, guys. So this are pretty much all biomes of plenty blocks, and there are just tons of different types of wood from all these different trees. So what we're gonna have to do is go collect a bunch of different kinds of wood. I want to just collect a lot of different options here, and so we can start kind of playing around with different types of woods and that kind of stuff as we look at building up our ship, because I want to add a lot of variation. Like I said, I want to do a lot of really cool building, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna sleep through the night here, and then we're gonna go out and do a wood collecting adventure. So while I'm on that adventure, I'm not gonna bring you along for that too much because it's probably just gonna be a lot of me chopping down trees. I'm gonna have you guys watch a little bit of footage of me and Zoby hanging out the other day over at his base. So went over there and visited him and helped him out with a little bit of a redstone project. So you guys enjoy this footage, and I'm gonna get some trees cut down.
Yup.
Zoby?
What is this, Youper? A death info page?
That's a little poem I wrote for you.
Youper Trooper, huh? Jeez, how did that happen?
Yeah, the walls that they got built up here aren't very safe for idiots like me that fall off the edge when they get out of a boat. Ooh,
Yeah, him.
taters.
Oh, okay. You get distracted, yo.
But yeah,
Jeez,
what are we
collect them all.
what are we here to work on?
Helping me do an item sorter or an
Ah,
item filter. Okay,
okay.
come with me. This way.
Need some brains in this operation is what you're trying to say, right?
Do
This
360
way.
in.
360 no scope. Oh, I missed. Phew.
Yes.
Nice.
Look at this thing.
Looks pretty sweet in here already.
Yes, we've done a lot of work.
Aha, aha. Very
He's
So-
cool.
done a lot of work.
If you ever want to use this thing right here, on the left here you have XP mode or auto kill mode.
Nice.
The light signifies which one is which.
I love the
And
prismarine blocks. Ooh.
Yeah. And here on the right, if you want a lag spike, you just press that button, it'll turn the farm on,
Nice.
and
Oh,
it's
I
got a
see
whole
it
bunch of
there.
water.
Cool. Okay, so
Well-
what are we sorting?
So what we need to do is I also have a AFK fish farm over here,
Ah.
and I want to make an item sorter to get rid of all the fish. So that only the
You just
The other
want to
items
send
go-
them to my base?
sure.
I think
a
it's a little
long
far.
distance.
It's a little far for that, but
So I
yeah,
have
we'll just item
hoppers.
sort them into a little, back room here, and I'll just come and pick them up.
Okay.
Redstone with Uber and Zoby.
Yeah. We're not sorting the fish into the chest. We're sorting the fish out of the chest.
No, we're sorting. That's what
We
you're
don't
trying
want-
to do.
We don't want fish in these chests.
Okay.
Sorry.
That
sorry.
changes everything.
That was quite confusing.
So you want a sorter to pull the fish out before they go into this?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Oh, well, that makes it a whole lot different. Also a lot easier. So you'll want to put one hopper like facing into that block. Right?
Really?
No, you don't need these other ones. What is this?
What? What? We need 4 different sorters to get all the fish out, right?
Oh, there's 4 different types of fish.
Yeah, clownfish, pufferfish, salmon, and cod.
Jeez. Okay. Wait, okay. Hold on. Where are they going to be going to is the next question.
Away.
Throw something in the system and make sure everything works good.
Oh. Yes.
So if I throw in rotten flesh, it should end up in here. Perfect.
And if we get fish, should end up not there.
All your fish should end up in there. Perfect.
Nice. Look at us go.
All right, well
Professionals.
that's pretty easy. Once we got on the same page and understood what we were actually trying to build.
Yeah, you want to build some more for these chests over here?
Yeah, sure. Got a ton of fish. No, I'm just yeah. Before we do anything, let me just
Wait, there's not even enough room for a sorter back here.
if you're gonna throw all these away, I'm just gonna borrow a few stacks of fish here, because I have
Well-
no food on my island. So
Here you go. Take. Maybe we should just make one filter to filter out the cod.
you wanna filter out the ooh,
Yeah,
filter out the fish ahead of time, maybe.
this is a pretty big
Where
mess.
does it even
I know.
come from?
It comes from this elevator right here.
Oh, yeah, you don't even have room for a sorter over here, do you?
We could
you
move
could-
the elevator. We can move
If
the
we
elevator.
if we raised it up, we could fit one in up above.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, I just put some cobblestone in your thing.
Oh well.
If we go up a few blocks with this, then we could just do the filter coming
Ooh, iron.
basically right above where you're standing now, I would say. So
Oh, is the torch supposed to be right there?
no, I think it's supposed to be back one. I think
So
it
right
goes
there.
right there.
Okay.
So then this
I know
will
we
be
get more
up here,
glass.
so we'll have to raise this up like 3 blocks.
Oh, that's where I was jumping.
Wait, no.
That was totally an accident, but it was hilarious.
God.
He goes to jump on the hoppers, and I place a block right in front of his face.
Yeah, that definitely will power the line.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it supposed to go right here?
We gotta go up a block then.
No,
No,
isn't it supposed to go right there?
No, because we're sorting off the wrong hopper again.
Oh, are we?
If we sort off the one at the top of the line, nothing else will go through it.
Oh, right.
That's
So
what,
just bring the whole thing up by
that's
one?
the only problem I get mixed up with these. Is I always like get the height wrong because you got to be like up one block higher than you think you're supposed to be.
Dang it, you.
I know, right?
Why don't we... We could put it... We could just dispense out of a water stream like right here and just bring it this way.
Yep, we could do that. You don't really have room for a dispenser clock, though, do you? Oh, maybe right there.
We'll figure it out. So if I put a dispenser right here,
Yep.
then put that there, yep. Then I need to go into a repeater to extend it.
Yep.
I can put a block right there with a dust and a
Loop it, and then send it back this
comparator.
way.
And like that.
No, you don't need a comparator there.
Yeah, that's the clock portion.
No, the clock portion's down here.
Oh.
This side just needs to run like this, I think.
Let's test it. Oh, you're right.
Haha!
Okay, perfect.
Now where's this gonna go?
A ways far enough that
Far,
we won't
far
be able
away.
to hear fire. This is such a mess.
Yeah, it looks
Oh.
great though. Who cares
Yeah,
what
but
it looks
works.
like? It functions.
Okay, let's get out of here.
And we are back with a whole bunch of different kinds of wood. I went out exploring for a couple hours actually. I went all around here. Let's show you the map first before I show you that little box there. So I did a huge loop around. Went through a bunch of different biomes, found all kinds of different trees. We looped all the way around this part of the map, came back down through this ocean, went for a nice long boat ride. Ended up back at the islands, Gemini Islands. I like the sound of that. Here back at home. And also 13 Hamburgers helped me out here. He grabbed a bunch of different kinds of wood. There might actually be a couple of these, like the deadwood I don't think I have on the board over there. And this one I might actually not have on the board over there either. Let's grab a couple of these too and include these on there. So we'll go back over here. What I did over here is basically I just lined up, I lined up all, there we go, a little lag. All these different types of woods I lined up along in a row here. So you can just kind of look at the different grains, different colors. There's all kinds of stuff. I know I missed a few. If I go ahead and look here again, oops, if I can spell right. We actually probably have most of them. There's a few maybe here we didn't get, like the ebony wood. The eucalyptus we probably didn't get. There's a little bit of deadwood we do have. Some of these other ones that we might have missed a few of, maybe the palm wood as well. We probably don't have those, but we got quite a few. The majority of the woods we got here, just as kind of a reference here to lay out, you know, what types of woods we want to pick. I will probably use a combination of a few of these depending on different locations and types. Like this looks like it'll be a really good wood to use kind of for the underwater spots, kind of like mossy type of areas. We'll try to use some of that and try to add some of these different colors in for some added details and some different textures and that kind of stuff. So I like how some of these, you know, have different patterns and stuff like that as well. I think that's pretty cool. You know, this one's a little bit more blurred out, kind of a whiter spot. So really cool. Glad I got a bunch of those. This is where I keep the rest of them. So I didn't grab a ton of each kind here, but just grabbed up a few different ones. And then I think in one of these backpacks, so I actually crafted up a few more backpacks here as well. Here I grabbed a bunch of these different saplings so that we can basically grow some of these trees and you know, stock up more on our resources. So I wanted to start doing a little bit of building here with this with the ship and get a little bit of a rough idea started here. I'm not sure, I might be running pretty short on time here for this episode, but I want to, you know, pick out some different woods and start doing a little bit of building. So I really got to work on more of the shape of this thing though. So I think I'm gonna call it here for this episode today, guys, and I will try to do a little bit of planning off camera. We'll get maybe the bottom area of the ship laid out, because there's quite a bit of designing I want to do before I just start throwing blocks down. I kind of want to get it planned out, make sure things work out pretty well. So I'll start working on that a little bit off camera, and maybe next episode we'll go on a little bit more of an adventure. So look forward to that, guys. If you are enjoying these videos on the OutCraft server, please don't forget to leave me a big like on the video, and if you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for you know, more videos and get notified of what's going on the channel, that kind of stuff. Lots of streams, lots of new videos, stuff like that coming out lately. Got all kinds of cool plans, so I would love to have you come along with me for those types of adventures. But that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again next time. Redstone with you, and Zoby.
Yeah.